happened to Serwaa. Because see, look, whether you like it or not, Serwaa, it will take her so many years to recover. Do you know why? Now, how can he get currently a suitor who would like to marry Serwaa now?
Lawyer Maurice Ampaw grant interview be with Joba TV. Ene midi emu entry mu bro. Eha Joba Trend. So unsubscribe into your channel now. Call YouTube na search for Joba Trend. Na subscribe for mine. Also subscribe with your photo on notification. Send your bear the videos for a babontia. Also ubenya notification na what to me. Ashebi edi amayen. Me chame ho sema aba me ba me de ensemu entry mu bro. Adofo me sign so ema wakwa babiem eha Joba Trend me amedi jumadi ebro oba pa ama nyame wa papa bi sene medikan ekan se lawyer Maurice Ampaw grant interview bi Joba TV na waka ensema hodo pi o kire mu kwanya ofa so eba media mu ene kwanya ofa so ehia chaman wuntumi ena enkomotutu ni ma ema ni be pie say Chama untumi onipa bia wone nanante efi somewhere 2021 abepim tesembe na ni personal lawyer and also ni favorite lawyer as untumi enya asem na train so a ono lawyer Maurice Ampaw ena ofafon freno eka asem treno ema lawyer Maurice Ampaw eboa no na enkomotwetwe ni mu a ena bepie say chama untumi case a eba ewo otufo enimu no Kwan ben ena efas na kwan ben na asem no yesi esolve no se ne Ghana for ena eninam na obia eka de ope social media news na obia different stories ena asem no emunchemu ye aba na according to lawyer Maurice Ampaw no munsem no o say na asem no onim se ono de wuntumi innocent enti na opekwan bi so afa so etucha aje wontumi efri se obie ni ho a wa santimem ha na se man Ghana mu ha se a obepe se one yen papa otumfo ebenya asem efri se otumfo oye nipa bi a nanimu yedu na afin so oye no krodifo eno nti obia mpese one no ebenya asem na abra asem no ebaaye no ono agina agi asem no agina mu Eko otumfo ahimfie honom eko sete sam bibi eto empanyfo a wahimfie honom entem efise ono no na onim se otumfo enni Ghana samre no ena na wogidun se otumfo nipa bia oyesunsum onye nipa enti asana na asem ebedru otumfo anim no na otumfo enim no kra ewom but enam empanyfo a wahimfie honom no kradie ewo fom ene esuro ni emotional damage bi ntino omo hwe sunsum mo ansa omo akontok omo de enisuo ene emotional ena ede eko entokwa na yenko hwe emra.
I think want to be decided to open a station and then he said to himself, look, I need somebody who will come and then quickly come and make serious statements, analysis, controversial statements, so that at least we can get a lot of views. So he just one day called me and said that, look, please, I beg you, I want to open my TV station, but I need you for you to come around, come and do about 1 to 2 interviews, and we can start. I said, no problem, I'll do that. So, COVID period, he invited me, I came, and then I gave him what he wanted. Okay. I raised a serious controversial issue that I will place an injunction on the 2020 elections because of the COVID, because we were talking about social distance. So why should we go and queue and vote? And that became a serious issue. And then all of a sudden, the station was having about 500 views, and then it got to almost 50,000.
Wow!
Then
from 550,000, meaning 450,000 added.
Yes.
Wow!
And then quickly, we said, "Look, we've started. Let's go." So that's how we started, because it was a lockdown period. I was not able to go back to Accra. So we started doing analysis upon analysis. Then one day, he brought an issue bordering on family and law. And once again, I threw a controversial statement that, look, it's better and it's good for every man to spend on the wife. And wife must make demands from their husbands, because that's the only way you can love your husband. And that one too became a serious controversial issue. Then Chama said, you're not only good at law, but social issues. Can we strike a better trade? Then I said, what's the deal? Say, I want to give you 2 hours
of the show,
airtime.
Wow.
And then give me content, viewership, and then take the advert money.
That's it.
Then I said, good. Then he asked me, and I said, look, I can only do it on Sunday because I go to court from Monday to Friday.
Right.
So
Saturday
Sunday to Saturday, maybe funerals and all that.
Right.
And then Sunday I go to church. So I said, well, I can do it 8 p.m. in the evening.
After church.
So he asked me, do you need anybody? I said, no, I don't need anything. Don't give me any producer. Don't give me any editor. Leave everything to me. I raise my own content and I come and do the show.
So hold on. You should not give you a producer.
Yes.
No editor.
No.
So you are the producer.
Everything.
The presenter. Editor.
Yes.
You edit the show.
No, the editors are there, but my show is live.
Oh, okay. So, it's a live production.
It's a live production. So I don't have any producer. I don't have any director.
So who's doing the MCR? They're switching.
They are there. They are there. But I'm talking about like producer helping me to maybe look for content.
Okay.
And I don't have.
So you do your own content and everything.
And my content is based on how I feel. So I normally read through what is going on social media, and I decide not to make any research. I believe in like what we are doing today.
Okay.
You know, people don't know that you called me, you have not given me the areas of interest, but I've come. That's how I like my interview. But if you call me and say, "Look, I'm going to look at ABC,"
then
you put pressure on me,
right?
Because I want to speak.
I want us to flow.
I want to flow. That's me. So that's what I do. So when I go to the studio, I decide on the topic instantly, and I give hot. That's why it's so controversial. Because whatever I say, I don't think through. I say it as it is, and then whether you like it or not, you will listen to it.
Take it.
Take it.
Oh yeah. So if we have to understand, meaning, Chama want to me poach you from TV3?
No, at all. I don't have any contract with any radio station, any television station.
Okay, so your TV3, why were you helping them? They call you to just come and do.
You know, my background. I've been a media law lecturer for more than 15 years. I've taught most of the people in the media.
Right.
Kwame Sefaka and Bola Radio, all my students. And I have a lot of people I've taught. I've taught Bevro Latte and Sampi Yale. So I'm a media law expert. So most of the radio stations and television stations, my students are all over, and they know what I'm capable of doing. So there happens to be one person at Media General when the issue of leadership came in. They said they want somebody who can do it, and the legal analysis. They said, "Oh, my lecturer, Maurice Ampaw." So I was just called, and I just showed up. And then there was confusion as to how we should go about it. And I told the host that, look, this is the first case of this nature. It's a novelty. The Supreme Court judges themselves are confused. We don't have a precedent, like a case study that will guide them. There's no law guiding how to proceed. There's no law that they will look up to. So the Supreme Court judges are going to struggle. So for me not to commit myself, let's begin to talk the ordinary person's language. So let's start and talk about issues and reduce. Don't ask me questions like a lawyer. Ask me questions like a layperson. And let me also come down to the layperson's level and let me explain. So we started talking about who is a lawyer. We were warming up, and it became interesting because I was now exposing the other person to the court proceedings, who is a lawyer, who is a judge, and how the court proceeds, and it caught up. So when we started the proceedings, I told him, like, look at the proceedings and ask me ordinary questions. And I don't know what happened to me, but it's like I understood the process in such a way that after every analysis, I was able to predict rightly that this is how the ruling is going to be. And when they break and they come, the ruling is the same. I got 100%.
Wow.
And everybody was like, wow, who is this guy? And I was so objective, not MPP, NDC. You know, so after the end of the day, TV3 realized that no, they need to maintain me. So they started taking me on their morning show to do newspaper review. And so, but I didn't have any contract. And same with UTV. To my capabilities in analyzing family issues, and I have this kind of humor, you know. So I was able to do telenovela case with Councillor Lutrot, the controversial councillor, and then Kumchacha, and I was able to fit there too. So it's like everybody was like, wow, if you want a lawyer who is so flexible, can give you stuff,
right,
can cause you, can make you laugh, it's also serious lawyer, then Lawyer Ampaw. So every station was like, when there's an issue, who do you call? Lawyer Ampaw. So almost every station, every radio stations, if in a day I can get about 20 invitations,
wow, and
I have to choose one. That's what happens. So I don't know any radio station, television station that I've been there for them to grant, but I didn't have any contract, because I was so much into my legal practice until, and you know, most of the stations, because they didn't have contract, they were not paying me.
Right.
You know, it was like, oh, lawyer, take fuel. At times I said no. And the worst place is GBC. They will give you 15 cedis. And that one, you know, the funny thing is that I went to GBC, did the program, and then I went and signed. It was 15 cedis. Then they gave me 20 cedis and they asked me of a change. Then I said, wow.
They asked you of the 5 cedis?
Yes.
Wow.
And I said, wow, because they have to add it to give somebody.
All right.
And so I was like, wow, the media doesn't pay, you know. So I said to myself that, oh, look, and I just want to do it because that's my passion. Public speaking is my passion. Right. So Woon to me is the one who gave me the best offer, you know, because it's like, lawyer, come and take 2 hours
of the airtime,
and then run
commercials
your own advert and put the money in your pocket. It has never happened.
Wow.
So I was so excited because what happened is that I'm not an employee of Woon to me. He doesn't control what I say, what I do, but I'm making money.
Right. That's
the best deal. So awesome. People don't understand why I just love Woon to me, because he has given me that opportunity.
Right. Talking about Chairman Woon to me, are you a personal lawyer to Chairman Woon to me?
Yeah, I am a personal lawyer, but you know, Chairman Woon to me have different kinds of lawyers.
Lawyers, okay.
He has about more than 20 lawyers. Those who are handling his mining and cases, and then those who are handling his marital cases and all cases. But me, I'm the best among the all.
Jack of all trades.
He calls me my number 1 lawyer.
Right.
Why? Because I do the most controversial cases. I defend him with my legal and my life.
Right.
You know, if you look at almost every case that Woon to me I've got into, when it's difficult, when everybody has run away, that's where lawyers will show out. Right. The most difficult one is the one that I had with Opambour, right, where they have made an allegation that he said he's a political kingdom, and
he's
then,
a king of,
and then the allegation was like, wow, he has to go and face Opambour and the chiefs, and you knew what happened. And I realized that chairman was down because when it comes to Opambour, nobody want to offend Opambour. Right, nobody want to look into the eyes of Opambour and then try and have a beef. So the president, Maurice, MPP as a whole, they all called back. They were afraid. They were scared. They called Woon to me, please go, and if you go and beg, because this thing Opambour, they show authority. Then Woon to me called me and said, lawyer, look at what is happening to me. I'm innocent, but it looks as if everybody has given up on me, and everybody has found me guilty. So what can you do? I said, Woon to me, wait, I will do something for you. So I intentionally, today I'm saying it, I intentionally decided to take the battle myself.
You took it upon you?
Yes. So I said, Woon to me, I'm going to make sure that you can breathe.
Okay.
Then I will be the center of controversy. I want to receive the insult, the attack, and the threat. I want to face Manhyia.
Wow.
So I intentionally went there, and then dared the chiefs and said, look, what are you doing? First, I didn't want to deal with Opambour directly because I respect him so much. That man is not a man, it's a spirit. Right. If you know Opambour is a spirit, he carries some weight. So I didn't want to offend Opambour itself, because now I had information that Opambour is outside, it's in South Africa. So when I realized that Opambour is in South Africa, I realized that the sub-chiefs, some of them have been manipulated, and it has political connotation. I said, look, I can deal with the sub-chiefs. So I went there and make wild, dangerous allegations that nobody in Kumasi can make. I said some of them are thieves. And then
you broke it down, yeah.
Yes.
You broke it down by talking about
three.
How Opambour has been stressing about cheap, people selling
and
lands and other stuff.
The last one was what I know it will kill people for me if I said it. So much by heart. You know, the chiefs will be comfortable with double sale of land, because that one is on the social media.
Right.
They'll be comfortable with anything about a sale of land. But that woman, I know that it's not good. Even if your father is a womanizer, don't look into that. But I want that fight. So when I said that, then I know that I will trend and want to be safe.
Wow.
So too, my enemies were happy. And I know the enemies are NDC people.
Yes.
And then those who are also doing the bidding of NDC, like Captain Spark, to the Jonas, Kevin Taylor, and those media personalities like Super and everything, they will come out of me because I become, they see me to be very noisy, very loud. So they said that was the end of Ampaw. And I love that challenge. So I kept my calm, and then I saw social media, I was trending, and then they attacked, the insult here and there.
Everything was coming back and forth.
I said, Chabamu to me, now you know you stop training. Now you can sleep. But I've taken the battle. So now everybody like, eh, now Chabamu to me, no can some cano, then when he can Ampaw. And I love that one.
Right.
So you realize that when he got the stage and then they invited him to me, I told him to me, don't go.
So you were the person who told him to not go for the
I
first invitation.
I said, to me, don't go.
Why?
Because Otufo is not around.
Okay.
And I only believe in the judgment of Otufo. And I know that Otufo is a spirit.
Right.
Otufo has this thing. Before he comes, he consults the gods. And the gods will tell him all the truth. So anytime Otufo sits in council, he knows the
exactly
hand
what's
from the
going
beginning.
on. Okay.
But the right sub chiefs, they don't consult. And for them, they are moved by what I don't want to get. They are moved by emotions and what they have heard. So I was telling him to be delayed for Otufo to come. And if Otufo come and Otufo invites me, Maurice Ampaw, I'll go, because I will receive justice. So I told him to be feign sickness. So when to be feign sickness, I said, when you feign sickness, then let's see how the sub chiefs will react to know how they are going to deal with you. And true, it worked, because when it didn't show up, you could see the hunger. So I said, look, I've set them up to prejudice the matter. So when they started attacking Wuntubi, then they decided to turn the heat on me. Then the moment they turned the heat on me, I said, my Lord, I finished the battle. Because the heat was like, so you're Zongo lawyer. So you're wait, like, no, they started, we'll deal with him. So when they started attacking me, then I said, then, sub chiefs, I dare you, I'm not coming. And I will not come. Because you have already judged me. So pass the sentence. So I decided not to go. And I told him to me that he should tell them that I'm not coming. Because in law, I know that the Supreme Court have said that when you are summoned before the traditional council, it's an
choose to go or
not to go. So I know my right. So and that time too, I was in Kumasi. I was enjoying the
whilst the chiefs are telling you to come.
Oh yeah, I was in Kumasi. Banners eating mabanku and Odum going to court, and I could see mixed feelings among the Ashantis because I realized that most of the Ashanti people lost me. Like I'm power, they are scared of Otufo. So when people see me, no problem. And then those people too could not get closer to me. It's like, hey, this man. But I was enjoying everything. I decided not to leave Kumasi because if I leave Kumasi, then it means that I've done some wrong.
Any video ye share lawyer Maurice Ampaw enumu nsem ebi eno no na eto akoso e mane ko si say emra o settle sa argument no eto ahemfie honom ewie no ankrofo bi eba abonten ebesori etia no o kire mu anatamfo ai woga na ha sei ono de wehu na atamfo yi no ntino wa onye hu atamfo hwehwa atamfo obonkrofo ba ko mienu bi din especially kuma say amanfo etwa bone pa say na wo lawyer Maurice Ampaw kra woni hwan say Otufo ene untumi enya asema obejejim na akoye say ageman ono na wanya case ni kwa ne ho nya shi say wona wudie ni meye yodo makoje ntokwa no akono ema enkrofo etutoma lawyer Maurice Ampaw na emra asem ni dru ba bia wo say ye frɛ asem no ewo ahimfie honom no lawyer Maurice Ampaw etire mu say wama untumi anko efri say na onim say Otufo enya mepiem ewo Ghana ha say enhu ntin omufrɛ mi bibi mane koye say yen papa chamai untumi eyare not knowing say na settings ena na omaye ediama ahimfie empanyimfo no eba sa no ema ahimfie empanyimfo no ebufuye papa say na no lawyer Maurice Ampaw no oye hwan se enna ye betina se adi asem no wama na afei so chama wuntome so amezi nanim ankyere se asem no minie maba e bia bisa chopa bi ukra o ha na nka ya pa no omumu bie ni hɔ a osi ahemfie ɛhɔnom ɛno ɛma ahemfie mpanyimfo ebufu pa na ɛno no akyire no ɛna asɛm no ɛkɔkɔdaaye na asɛm ne kɔda wieye no ɛna yɛn papa reverend anase prophet Opambour eba abonten ebebusa sɛ na otumfo asɛm no ekosi sen adafo ensɛm de lawyer Maurice Ampaw akabi na yɛn papa prophet one so akabi pa because so aka I say wana wasom asene ema me de gibede ebrel Vikers Kitchen etira kwan ewo abrochimemu osisa we busy type na wuntimi nya kwan enye aduane anase upe obi oba beye aduane ma ho empo uyi program na upe obi oba beye aduane ma wa fa ye ahomatrofo no ena etwa go screen na se no na free na ye ne entwetwe enkomo adofo ewo Joba TV so no Joba ebusa ne se lawyer Endra mi hu se na oti TV show bi so etoto emane yen nua basa wa amihie pa na adenti na oye sa ena lawyer eba betire mu se mantoto amane no because of say case na aba no se wanti ena me toto amane no ne mo meka se ne ebe ya youth na enam etire eba no ebe ye suade ama ye di asuade efri se Ghana ha say ye boomra ne so pa ye abuse sex Enyema bi wo sex mu Ghana youth anase Ghana mu say ye ya eni kwan say emremu no ekire say eni kwan say ye enso Ghana ha say ye adenti na oba woni obite anase udenti na obesende naked videos ede ama bema anadenti kra na sex ye dede e wo sex mu adenti na yempa bia ho tene yemfanye sex na go ye Ghana ha say constitution no etia sa nyema we nyina enunti mantoto fam ane sawa mi here yonko na yenkotie embra.
This beautiful young girl have done to you. Yesterday you were on the platform of phone to me how you dissected the story about Serwaa.
It's a pain in my neck because I knew Serwaa some years ago and she's a beautiful girl and I had so much respect for her.
But Serwaa hasn't done no harm. I mean, she was having fun and unfortunately this video just dropped out.
No. You see, let's have fun. But let's be responsible. There is a law that governed nudity.
Okay.
You don't have the right to your body to go nude. It's a crime for you to go nude. Especially when you are having sex. It's a confidential thing. Sex is done in secret.
Okay.
And there's nothing like kiss and tell. So you don't have sex with somebody and go and tell somebody that I've had sex. Because when you are going to have sex, the two of you goes into the room quietly. You lock the door, you misbehave. Sexual, if you have had sex before, you misbehave. There are some people who scream, there are some people who does a whole lot of things.
I don't know about that, my virgin, so no, I'm about...
If you're a virgin, I don't have a problem. But people misbehave doing sexual offenses. And that is where, when two people enter into a sexual relationship, that is where you'll be shocked about, for the first time, you see my nakedness.
Okay.
So the woman will now see that lawyer who is talking plenty. You go to the room, not knowing my penis is like this, or my penis is like this. Right. So you look at it. It has become confidential between the two. Me too. I enter not knowing your shape is not a shape. So whatever I do with you,
it stays in there.
Should be in there. No recording. No recording. Anybody who records sexual sin is a crime.
Wow.
It's a crime. Because when he goes out there, he becomes an obscene material in the hands of the wrong people. So for Serwaa to record, look, if you look at the video, she was enjoying, she looked into the camera,
right.
And then you even call the guy. That's my pain. Let the guy record you. But you was like, come on, baby, come. And the painful thing is that he sent the recorded video to the guy. And by saying, I miss you, there are girls who, I have a lot of problems like that. I don't know, I have one number. And social media, if I give you my phone right now, you collapse. Girls that I don't know, at times will send their naked video and say, please.
Yeah, we have experienced that.
Lawyer,
we know that.
I just want you for once. So for you to send a video of your nakedness, your nudity to the man, that is where you've committed a wrong. against your own body.
But this is two adults having sex or, you know, enjoying themselves. And sometimes doing that, you don't have the capable of that frame mind.
Please.
You know, it's about, baby, let's do some video vibe. And maybe mistakenly.
No. You must learn the law. The law regulates everything that you do. The law regulates everything. Our sexual conduct and relationship is regulated by law. It's the law that determines who should have sex. Who? So if you're not 16 years old, both man and female, you can have sex. So a boy who is not 16 years cannot have sex. If you are 15 years and then you go and have sex with a girl who is 21 years, that girl has defiled the 15-year-old boy, and that girl will go to jail for 25 years. That's what the law says. And a girl who is not 16 years, when you have sex with a girl who is 16 years, your punishment is 25 years. Wow. So who should have sex is defined by law. And then where to have sex? The law says that have sex in a very quiet, coded area, in a room or a place which is not in the public domain. So you cannot say that I have my car. I own my car, therefore I park my car outside. Inside the car, you're having sex. If the police bounce on you and he catches you having sex in your car, the car is in the public space. It's a crime. Now, the law also talks about who to have sex with. Who? The law says that don't have sex with animal. A man and a woman should have sex. So apart from a man and a woman to have sex, the other sexual preferences are not permitted. Then, how to have sex is defined by law. How? Sex act should be directed. The man penis must enter the vagina. The man penis don't have eyes. So you, the man, must assist the man penis to get into the vagina. So that if you're a man and through doggy style, you intentionally place this penis so that eye. There are some men, married men, that's what they do to their wives. They tell you, baby, I like doggy. Then the woman will give doggy. Then the man uses oil. Then pretend to time the animals. So if you're not very careful, before you realize, mistakenly, you say, I'm sorry. So, the same way, this penis is not meant to enter the mouth. So anybody who is sucking a man is a criminal. It's a crime. It's unnatural carnal knowledge for you to suck. So sucking is prohibited because the mouth is made for what? Speech. And to do what? Eat. And to chew. So that if mistakenly you put your manhood in a woman's mouth and the woman feeling is going high and then it's time to bite it and then go. Please, it is not, the woman has not committed a wrong at all because the penis is in the wrong place. The penis is in the wrong place. And then to see, the reason why the law says that we should not allow the penis to enter the mouth is that there are some men, when you allow them to have you start sucking them, they will start enjoying the sucking more than the natural sex. And you know, this sucking takes two places. You know, there are some men, they will turn like this and give their back to the woman to suck while they are also licking. And if you don't take care, even the man decides to get orgasm. That's the end. So I have a situation whereby a married man, for the past 6 years, I've refused to impregnate the wife because he loves sucking. And it's also a crime for you to lick a woman. Licking. So those who are licking are committing serious crime and wrong. Because licking, the mouth is not meant for the vagina. And if you know the health implication and the legal implication of licking is that there are so many, if you allow them to lick, they will love the licking more than the sex. And I can tell you there are some men who can lick 30 minutes, 1 hour, and they release their okay. I did a divorce case where this woman told me that he want to divorce the husband. I didn't know the reason why until we went to court, and he said for the past 7 years the man have refused to have natural sex. The man will lick and has been licking the vagina for the past 3 years and has divorced sore. Because when he's licking, he's biting the clitoris. If the man behaves like a dog, he put everything in the mouth and you will be biting, then be screaming, then the man will be holding the manhood.
Ejaculating.
Yes.
Wow.
What is that? It's abuse. Anything that you start, you abuse it. So if you don't use the natural means, you abuse the unnatural. So the Lord don't want us to abuse. And through licking and then sucking, people have contacted
I know about throat cancer.
yeah, throat cancer and everything. So in this part of our world, we must understand that there are rules of the game. If you are having sex, don't video. If you're having sex, if you don't even make noise. The Lord teaches how to comport ourselves when you're having sex. When we are having sex, we don't make noise. It's sexual nuisance.
So you teaching about all this, lawyer, why didn't you take that case to also lecture Serwaa? Serwaa, okay, fine. This is how you can go about it. By giving her the
no, you know, the harm has already been done.
She's a woman.
No,
I mean, you need to pamper the woman. Women are queen.
No, I was not targeting Serwaa. I was targeting the ordinary Ghanaian girl who has not fallen victim. So my warning was like, Serwaa, you've done the wrong thing. But my target was like, let the ordinary Ghanaian young girl, the girl child, should take a clue from what has happened to Serwaa. Because see, look, whether you like it or not, Serwaa, it will take her so many years to recover. Do you know why? Now, how can he get currently a suitor who would like to marry Serwaa now with this trending video?
There are some men right now interested in her.
If the man goes to the family and then he says, oh, I want somebody to marry. They say, who? Say, oh, Serwaa. Your father and your mother will be looking at your uncle and they will be asking questions. So you want trained or you want to marry? That is the problem I have.
Weni ensema lawyer Maurice Ampaw eka efa Serwaa Manhyia ho na wodi bi nso eye futu e ma youth no se nima bi wo ho no ma yenyae e na wo nso a wonim se waye bi no srempaibo konkotodwenim na srempaibo ifiso no lawyer Maurice Ampaw obie ni ho betimi ababo ntidi ni nsa asisi ne bo aka se no onek videos a me de babo ntin enti yemfa we enye asuade adafo ha eye joba trend me make sure say anytime bia enkomoyi ehu update bia besan babo ntin bia no me de bebro me da se macrow.